Hey guys, welcome to another Doodle Talk. And as you can see, this is gonna be a watercolor Doodle Talk. This is already dirty because I just mixed in that brown color. But yeah. So I decided that I'm going to do this Doodle Talk with one of my 100-day paintings that I'm doing that I kind of fell behind on, but whatever. As long as I'm already really proud of like how many I have. I have 20. No, this is my 20th painting. I'm already really proud of that I have this many, because I honestly thought that I was gonna quit at like 10 or something, but hey, I did double already, so it's like, yay, this is already a win for me. But I thought, well, I'm kind of starting to lose motivation for it. Well, not motivation, it's more like the energy. Let me film it a little bit. Kind of like the energy for it. So yeah, let's just do a doodle talk with it. I seem to work faster when I'm filming, so maybe not when I'm talking though. So I know that I'm slow when I'm talking, so this might be actually work backwards, but yeah, well, why not try? It's already, what is it? It's already 7:30, so I'm just gonna work for the hour, and then we're gonna cut off doodle talk, and then I'm gonna keep painting this after. So you're not gonna see the whole thing completed probably, but you're gonna see the beginnings of it in real time. So yeah, let's start. And I'm going to start with this. You can barely see it, but this is actually gonna be my 20th illustration for the 100-day project, and I'm planning on it to be the Sandman. So yeah, let's do this. And I'm gonna start with a bit of my Candium yellow, which is gonna be very light. The only thing that's really bad about this setup, about this is specifically being vertical instead of horizontal, is that you can barely see what I'm doing. Like, I wish my camera angle was either better or that I had more than one camera to show you guys like the paint that I'm mixing and things like that, but I guess we'll work on that after. Anyways, I'm just mixing my Candium yellow with a lot of water because I want it to be very light. And let's see, the darn motorcycle outside. I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but let's see. My light source is gonna be just frontal. It's just gonna be frontal light source. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I don't even know if this is gonna be much of a doodle talk. I might have to edit some music here and there because quite frankly I'm like, I need to work on this, but doodle talk. The funniest thing about this is that you guys can barely see the mistakes that I made every time I do a speed paint, because I struggle every time I do a speed paint, because, well, not a speed paint, like the painting itself, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Well, that's not true, I do know what I'm doing, but I do some mistakes here and there because I don't always know if what I'm doing is gonna be the right idea. So that kind of gets hidden when you do a speed paint, because it's just like, they can't see that anyways, you know. All you guys can see just my hand working really fast on the whatever thing I'm doing. But yeah. So you might get to see that, or you might not. I might do this perfectly, or I might do a mistake and you guys won't even notice because I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's just like, it's all intentional. It's all intentional. Nothing is a mistake. Just working on frontal. Did I already do a mistake? I think I did, but whatever. We'll work around it. Soften these edges. At some point, if I get enough followers, I actually plan on having a Patreon. well, either a Patreon or something else. The Patreon is the most famous thing, but if I can find something else, I would like just to do real, to give my followers or my patrons or whatever it's gonna be, like real-time watercolor videos, because I feel like a lot of people like watching real-time. Well, maybe not a lot of people, but you get those people that are like, yeah, real-time, because you like seeing. Actually, let me zoom in on this part, because yeah, why not, right? Just so you can see what I'm doing better. Yeah, because a lot of people like watching the artist work at on time, because they want to know like exactly how long it takes them, or they just want to see exactly what they're doing, because it's like you think that you're gonna learn maybe from them something, even if you already know what they're doing or how they do it. You know, it's always nice to have real-time videos. In my opinion, I like real-time videos a lot. I watch a lot of real-time videos, especially from, what's his name, Peter Drost, I think it's his name. I always forget people's username, and I'm like, I watch him a lot. But yeah, I think that's his username, Peter Drost. And he does a lot of real-time videos, and I'm like, yeah, because I do like him. Especially if it's something, the kind of art that I really like seeing, like watercolors. There's not a lot of watercolor real-time videos though. That sucks, because sometimes you want to see people do watercolor in real time, and you don't get that a lot, because just like people mostly do drawings or speed paints, or I don't know, it's not, they don't do, there's not a lot of real-time painting or traditional painting going on anywhere. Unless you pay for it, which I guess is what I'm planning to do too. So maybe I won't do it a Patreon thing, because I kind of want people to have real-time watercolor videos, because why not, you know? Maybe my patrons, because okay, I want to do a Patreon or something else. I'm just saying Patreon because it's what people are most familiar with. But if I ever do that, something that people have to pay for, I would really like it to be something that people find worthwhile. And of course they're gonna find it worthwhile, because otherwise they're not. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna give for each, for like a reward. So if people don't find it interesting, then they're not gonna pay me for it. But I want to find things that people like. And I know that a lot of people that do Patreon, they do a reward system where they send them postcards, or they send them different things. I don't know. And that sounds good, but I'm not sure. I've never printed out my art before, because I'm not a professional artist, and I don't like any art that's been printed. It's been on my printer, and my printer, it's really really not the kind where you print art and sell it to people, because it can barely print. Like it's just a regular printer, like it costs $50, so it's not gonna be a state-of-the-art printing machine. So a little more. That's a lot of paint. I grabbed the 20. Oh yeah, maybe someday. I always say someday, but you know what? I'm actually like, at this moment that I'm filming this, I'm actually at 137, I believe, of subscribers on YouTube. So hey, little by little. Because I remember the first doodle talk I did, I had 5 followers, 5 subscribers. I always say followers. 5 subscribers. So it's like, I'm like, who's watching this? Nobody's watching this. But you know, that's how you start, right? So at the moment I have 137 though, and that is awesome. Hello to you all if you're watching this, or maybe you just came because I do unboxings. I guess I get the most subscribers when I have unboxings. People like unboxings. I like unboxings. That's why I started doing it. But you might be watching this, I don't know. You might be interested in the real-time watercolor aspect of what I'm doing, so Hello, welcome to my video of real-time watercolor. Sandman. I'm doing this without reference. Most, like, basically all of my paintings have been with reference. Well, not, yeah, like 90% of them have been with reference, mostly on the fact that they involve real animals, and animals and me are not friends in terms of art wise. I can't do animals just out of the top of my head. They always come out either very cartoonish to the point that it's anatomically super incorrect, and you can't even enjoy the animal that it's based on because it's just not there. So yeah, I'm doing this one without reference because I'm a little bit more familiar with drawing in human form. But I can tell you right now that if there's somebody watching this that knows what the body is supposed to look like, they are probably gonna be shaking their heads. It's just like, what are you doing? This is not, that's not how you shade that shoulder. That's not how you're supposed to shade this collarbone. I don't know. It's I'm sorry guys that know about this stuff, and maybe even people that don't, but they can just see it. But hey, hello, I'm doing a video about it. Yeah, let's move this up. And I'm not trying to work faster because of the doodle type video. I'm just working on my pace, so this is the pace I work in. Yeah, normally when I'm filming, these paintings take me about 2 to 3 hours. All the paintings that I've done, they take me 2 to 3 hours. And you would think that because they take me so short, I would be able to do more than the count that I normally, that I would be able to do more without having to worry about it, because like 33 paintings, that's like not, for 100 days that seems like very little, but it does take a toll on the energy, at least for me. Mostly because I'm not used to working on big projects, and I want to do so many things already, because there's that review that I want to do with the pens that I have, the review and comparison video, and I really want to start on that, and I'm already all planned out and everything, and I just need to start filming it. But I have to do this because I just don't get a lot of free time, and I'd be wasting a lot of time, because I had set up my phone to give me an alarm for like when the project was going to end, and so the alarm sounded like a week ago, and my energy was really down last week. Like I barely drew anything, and when I heard the alarm, I'm just like, darn, that's it. I only have one more week until like the project is finished, and I'm not gonna be able to finish all the paintings that I wanted to do, and I'm missing like 10 paintings, and I was really down on it, because I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. So this whole week until today, actually, well, I've been painting here and there, but for the project itself, until today, this is the first time I'm picking up my watercolors for the project, specifically for the project, because it just felt daunting to me by that time. And so yeah, so today I'm just like, well, at least I'm gonna do one more painting to have the 20. And when I looked at my phone and I was trying to plan out all these other videos, and I looked at my phone and I looked at the calendar, and in the calendar I have the dates. I have the day marked when the project is supposed to be finished, and I never thought about seeing it, to mark it as done, or just to delete it or something. Like, I just heard the alarm and thought I have one more week left. And when I saw the calendar, I realized that there was actually 2 weeks left until the project finished, because the project is actually supposed to be finished on, let me check, the project is actually supposed to be finished on the 27th. Today is the 17th. And So I actually have 10 more days for it, so that means that last week I had like 2 more weeks for it by the time the alarm sounded. So I had put my alarm for a 2-week notice, not a 1 week notice, which is what I thought I did. And so now I'm like, well, then I guess I have time to maybe get close to 30 paintings rather than the 20 I was just gonna do with this one. So now I'm a little, like, as soon as I saw this, I got a little bit fired up because I'm like, maybe I can do this, maybe I can finish it, maybe, So now I'm excited because if I can finish, maybe not the 30 paintings, I don't want to say that 30 because I might not, but if I can do more paintings than I thought that I was gonna be able to do, that's gonna be really great. And this week is actually gonna be a really good week for that because I'm getting out pretty early from work this whole week. So if I can make myself set up the camera and paint, you know, I might actually do the 30 paintings that I set out to do for the 100-day project. Because to be honest, the 100-day project was gonna be a big challenge for me because I don't do well with big projects. I'm just not disciplined enough for it. I want to learn to be disciplined enough, but I'm just not yet. And that was my whole point for doing this 30-day project. And also because it was gonna give me a drive to do speed paintings, which I wouldn't normally have done. And that was gonna be really good because I was starting this channel, and I'm like, well, that means I'm gonna have content for the channel that's art, and everything was being timed perfectly for this. So, well, here's to hoping that I do actually, you know, get to do a lot more paintings than I thought I was gonna do, because I know this is gonna be my 20th. After this, it's gonna be more than I thought it was gonna do, but we'll see how many I do in the end. Let's see, that's none. And where is my my dad, he has a thing for cleaning. He cleaned my desk actually. So he put some of the things, oh, there it is, my blow dryer. Is it on? Nope. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna mute this, but it's gonna be the blow dryer. Okay, so there's that for first coat, and I do very light layers. So we're gonna go back to the face, and I'm extend this color before I started filming. It's this one right here. So we'll see how this goes. Actually, I should put you over here because I need to have you near my water. What a difficult setup. Let's see. My table is not, it's supposed to be an artist table, but I have too many things on it and I don't have everything really well laid out. I have very limited space. So let's see, now we have this. And this color is a mix of cadmium yellow and a little bit of orange lake and some English red and some sepia color and some burnt sienna. I was trying to mix in a nice brown. And yeah. And I'm talking about the colors for White Nights watercolor. Those are the ones that I'm reading. So cadmium yellow, orange lake, English red, burnt sienna, and sepia. So let's see if this works out. Oh, that might be a little bit too much in there. Yeah, okay, good. And Oh, you're not positioned well. Jesus. Okay. I did the yellow before anything else because I like to have a yellow undertone to my skin tones, or basically turn, like if you guys see a lot of my paintings that I do for a lot of my paintings, like if you guys go back and watch those, you'll see that hold on a second. So this is what I was afraid of, like I'm not gonna be able to talk that well. But yeah, I like to have a yellow undertone to a lot of my paintings because I just feel like that gives it a more in-depth look to the whole painting, rather than just having the one color that it's supposed to be. Where's mine? Oh man, he cleaned it. Father, why? I had some cotton swabs right here and he cleaned them off. Jesus, I should have prepared this better, but oh well. It's what happens. And see, there's already a mistake. It's like there's this edge that I don't want because it went and the water didn't go through well. This would have been hidden in the speed paint, but here I am. I guess it'll be hidden anyways. I'm not the perfect painter. Well, that's okay. Nobody's perfect. I like to tell myself. Anyways. There I go again. There he goes again. No, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Let's say that's okay. And this. If I'm not doing anything in camera, it's because I'm doing something off camera, which means I'm like trying to make the color better or add more water to something, you know, or less water to something. Maybe this isn't the best doodle talk. Maybe I'm just gonna call this a real-time watercolor part 1 or something. Well, it's not gonna be part 1 because I'm not gonna do a real-time watercolor part 2 for it, because at the moment I do doodle talks when my parents are not here, which is the Sundays, and so I would have to do the part 2 another Sunday, which actually that sounds good. Just release both doodle talks. Oh, but that means I will have to like put off this until next Sunday, and I can't do that because I need this paper, because it's a watercolor block. I need this paper for like my other paints. I guess it's the drawback to painting everything on a watercolor block, but I like watercolor blocks. They are nice. and I'm used to them because I took a watercolor painting in college when I was going to community college, and our teacher, she made us buy a watercolor block, and I ended up liking it a lot. I thought that it was really nice instead of like the loose leaf paint, because I'm okay with stretching paper. Stretching paper isn't a hassle for me at all, but I just thought it was very convenient to have a watercolor block. So I've been using them since then, and I have a few that I just really like. The feet are not, oh wait, you can't even see the feet. The feet are not very detailed because I'm gonna plan to do like a lot of effects in there. So yeah, too much paint. I feel like I do a lot of unnecessary movement with my brush, even though maybe it's not right movement, but I feel like I do a lot. Like I'm just like doing this a lot. And I could just like do one brush stroke for something, and I don't do that. Might be just me though. Other people might see it and just like, oh, she's doing that very right, but I don't feel like it. It's all subjective though, because like this is how I feel like I'm painting best. The camera turned off. I have no idea if it had a long time. If it had turned off a long time ago, but oh well. What I said was, let's try to fix this face. So I started doing shading. You know, actually, I think this is the first time I've ever done a human looking thing for the 100-day project. Because I'm normally been sticking to creatures. Well, actually, the last one that I did was a harpy. Was it a harpy or a... Yeah, I think it was a harpy. Or was it a siren? Oh god. No, actually, it was a siren, I believe. I always get those two confused. But anyways, it had the body of a bird and the face of a woman. So I did do a human face in that one. And but this is the first one that has like a human face and body, because the rest are animal bodies. I'm trying to be kind of detailed here because face. Plus the face actually is pretty small, which I'm fine with. I like working small, but you know, I need to concentrate for it. I see some other painters that can do faces really quickly, and they only have to do like very washy type of thing, and they just know where the shade is supposed to go and everything. And I admire that kind of thing, and I'm like, one day I will do that. One day I will just paint a face as easily as I paint something else. I don't know what, but, and I don't know when, but you know, someday. It is the dream to paint like a master. That is my dream. What's your dream? Let's talk. I normally whenever I paint, I'm like, I do the lips almost last until I've done like a lot of the shading in the face. I don't know why I do that, but I do. I tend to do that a lot. It looks like the face is just painted, but I promise the rest of the body is gonna look. It's gonna have this. It's gonna be this dark. I think I did the same thing when I did another doodle talk, when I was just watercoloring a face. I did the whole face, and I was painting the whole face, and like the mouth was just there unpainted, and it looked kind of clownish. But it's not intentional. Well, it is intentional, but it's not mean-spirited anyway. I actually tend to not use that much water when I'm painting. I don't know why. Because I've noticed that there's a lot of people that when they paint, they keep using a lot of water, and I kind of just tip my brush in there. I don't use a lot of it, and then I use the dry brush a lot. I don't know why. I just do. This is why it's nice to have a very nicely pointy round brush, because you can do details and you can do nice big brush strokes if you want. I can never say brush strokes that word until without falling for the tongue, with a failing of the tongue. Jesus Christ. Well, that's what happens when English is your second language, I guess. Actually, no, that doesn't happen. There's a lot of people where English is their second language, and they're just like speak really fast and they speak really well. I think it's just me. I have a very big accent. Well, that's okay too, because whatever. I really should have started this earlier. I kept thinking about it. Like it was the same problem about putting everything off, and I kept thinking maybe I should start painting. Maybe I should start painting, but I kept being distracted by YouTube, by other websites, by my own inability to just start on a project. And I'm like, I really should start on it. And once you start, you begin to realize like, oh well, I could have been doing this and it's not that hard. Because for some reason I was really terrified of just starting to paint this. I guess because it was a human instead of like a creature, and I had no reference. But I'm okay right now, actually. I am okay. That's looking nice on the camera view, at least. Let's try painting the I actually ended up with more shadow on the forehead. Okay, now let's try painting the mouth. I'm just gonna go straight with the watercolor right there. To dry that. Okay, and then this is kind of dark. I'm gonna darken this too. And I'm just using just layer over layer with the same color I did. So okay, yeah, I like that. Now we're gonna do more of the rest of the body. I might come back to the face. I'm actually gonna come back to the face later after I've done the body. I stay quiet. I didn't even notice. See, this is why I'm gonna put a little bit of music sometimes, because quite frankly I need to concentrate sometimes, especially because this is part of the project. I need to be keeping an eye on my clock, because my parents last time came home a lot earlier than usual, and I do not want them to hear me speaking because I'm shy. I'm still really shy. Like, I do a lot of my unboxings in front of them. Well, not really in front of them, but they're here when I'm doing them, and we live in a single, so they can see basically everything that I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing. So it's just like, so I'm not exactly too shy around them, but in terms of doodle talk, where I'm just speaking while I'm painting, I feel extremely shy around them. So we'll have to see how that goes. And so I want to get my own place, really. Well, this and many other things. It's just like, I really want to have my own place already, because I love living with them. They're very nice people. They're very supportive and everything, and I love having that. My mom has me lunch every time I come from work, but you do need your own space sometimes, and I feel like I really want my own space, because the time has come for the girl to fly from the coop. Is that what it says? Oh, no, fly from the nest. Jeez. And see, this is right here is where the reference is needed, because I'm like, how does this thing connect? Where's the shadow supposed to go? Oh boy, this is gonna be my undoing, isn't it? Just here lies Susanna, the girl who used no reference for one of her paintings, which she did in real time in front of people. That's what's gonna be my tombstone, because I'm gonna die from embarrassment about how badly this is gonna be painted. But no, gotta have faith in yourself. Have faith, Susanna. You will do fine. Have any problems? They will not notice. Well, they will, because now you pointed it out, but otherwise I wouldn't have noticed. How does this thing... It's gonna do this one. Sure. Sure, that's how it's gonna go. Sure. And I was actually trying to practice earlier, well, before, when I was first planning this video, I was trying to plan out how to do the splatter effect, a better way to do a splatter effect, or a better way to control it, because since this is the Sandman, I wanted to do a lot of splatter effect, and I did that for my Phoenix painting, which I do not have a video of, because I did not do a video of that one, which kind of sucks, because it actually came out pretty nice in my opinion. But yeah, give me a second. I wanted to find a better way to do the splatter effects, and I like what I was getting. I'm not sure if it's gonna look the way I want it to look, but hopefully it is, because I do want the paintings to look nice, you know. So who knows? Who knows? Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Quantum Leap. It's a series. It's like an old series, and it's an old sci-fi series. It's about this guy that travels through time, and he travels, and he's supposed to travel through time and fix things that have happened, but not things that have happened in the real world, because supposedly in his timeline there's a lot of things that have happened here that have not happened there. Like his timeline is different, so he goes back and fixes the timeline, and that's where we get our timeline. Because, like, for example, he went back at one point, and like he helped like a musician realize that he wanted to name something a certain title, and that's actually the title that we have here in our world. So it's like, I can't explain it really well, but anyways, my parents are fans of the show, and they've been watching it non-stop because it's on Netflix. And I just have the song stuck in my head right now. I'm like, da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da dum. It means nothing to you guys, but to me it sounds exactly like the theme song. I really should have started this earlier. And that's always my regret whenever I start something very late. I'm like, darn it, I really should have done this earlier. And I always think I'm gonna be better next time, but I'm not. I end up doing the same thing. Stop it, things. I wish I could be listening to music right now, but I'm afraid that if I listen to music, it's gonna be something that's gonna get copyrighted, and then YouTube. I was like, oh, so I can't. Maybe I would be listening to music if this was live stream, but I cannot figure out live stream for the life of me. So, oh, this arm looks way big. Blah. Oh well, it's gonna stay big. You have one bigger arm than the other, Sandman. This is your fate. Because I'm just like, anatomy? What is anatomy? I don't know what anatomy is. I don't know what the human arm is. I'm an alien from another world. So just like, no, I don't know your human anatomy. And this. You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of that torso. That torso is gonna kill me in terms of painting. Because torsos, Jesus, as I'm avoiding it. Oh well, gotta do it. Gotta do it. What am I doing? Very well. Tis my fate to do this in a very bad way. Oh God, what are you doing? You're gonna put this on YouTube. Why don't you have reference? What are torsos? Okay. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done him called Nikki. But I have. Okay. It's just I'm gonna resign to this, I guess. Okay, you guys need to go watch Netflix and need to go watch Quantum Leap, because I want you to know that I'm probably really close to the theme song instead of just like humming whatever. Ooh, that is very bad, actually. Where is that? Okay, you guys will have to forgive me. I'm gonna pause this just because, one, it's about to cut off, and two, I really need some reference. Okay, so I have a little bit of reference in front of me. And I have also realized my mistake with the whole connection right here. That I was not seeing, but I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what. So let's fix that. And also a little bit more shadow right here. And then oh, thank goodness for reference. I was dying. I also need to fix like this whole thing. Okay, well that's staining. That has stained. So we're just gonna try to fix it like it is. And I'm gonna fake that lighting that I meant to say lighting. Yeah, you. Actually, you're kind of small. I'm talking about my reference here. I thought I had a good reference, but it's not that good actually. So many hands. I looked it up in Google Images, and there's just a lot of hands going in those torsos. So I'm just like, I don't think so. That is not what I want. I guess you're so muscly though. Okay, I'm actually having a video here. I'm filming a video. I shouldn't be doing this right now. Anyways. Let's keep going. We're fixing this via not knowing what to do. So muscly torso. It's gonna be a muscly torso. Even with reference, it's hard. Doesn't surprise me. It had to be the human body. Human body is just hard. We like to make things hard for ourselves. We can never make anything easy. And it's funny how the human body is really hard to draw, considering we live with it. But I guess that's why it's hard to draw, because we just can see instantly when something is wrong, like drawn wrong. So it's just like, that doesn't look like a torso, or that doesn't look like what I know this is supposed to look like. And still we can overdraw it. Let's see. Sure. That is what this is. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. It's already 8:30. So as you guys can see, this stuff is not made just in 1 hour. Well, at least this particular one. Like, I'm sure I've had other paintings that in an hour I'm really far advanced in terms of, you know, what I'm painting. But those are those are things that I feel I have more of a free hand on, instead of the human body, which is a little bit more constricting in terms of how I draw it, because this is actually something real worldly. But yeah, at least you saw me paint a little bit in real time. This is one of the paintings that is gonna be on the 100-day project, so yay, Sandman. Woo. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. I'm gonna keep painting this probably tomorrow because it's already kind of late, for me at least, because I have to wake up early. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see this speed paint someday in the future soon. Not that soon though, because I still have other speed paints to upload. And yep, that's what's gonna happen. I will see you guys later, and thank you for watching. Bye. Render, no show through. Oh, this is so wet. No show through paint. Because, you know, you're kind of supposed to be united with your people there. Like, the customers are like sometimes the enemy, and they just